Welcome, E-Town. Welcome to our next ETHS Career Pathway Info session on business, finance, and information technology. We are again streaming live on the ETHS YouTube channel. Thank you for being with us today. My name is Michelle Vasquez. I am the ETHS Post-Secondary Counselor in College and Career Services. All of the career pathway opportunities that we are sharing with you today, they may be a great opportunity for you, or they may be a great career opportunity for an ETHS student that you know. Soon, you will hear from our Career Partnership Manager, Ms. Tana Franzono, and a few of our local business partners regarding their entry-level career pathway opportunities for our Evanston youth in business, finance, and information technology. All the opportunities that we will be sharing with you this evening are debt-free career paths with long-term career growth potential and paid career training opportunities. And this is why we are here today sharing this information with our E-Town community. So let's begin. So this is our agenda for this evening. We will review the 7 ETHS career pathways, go over our upcoming ETHS career pathway events, remind students about our ETHS career pathway student Google Sites. We'll meet our local business partners from MEAC, the Mayor's Employer Advisory Council, from Evanston Community Bank, and Per Scholar Chicago. We will hear about the iKit opportunities for ETHS students, such as a Spring into iKit Week, which is a paid job shadow experience during spring break of 2022, and the summer of 2022 iKit internship opportunity for seniors only. We'll also learn about the Oakton Community College pathway programs in public and professional business service and computer and information technology. As a reminder, ETHS thoughtfully condensed the 16 national career clusters into 7 clear career pathways. They are agriculture, food and natural resources, arts and communication, finance and business services, health sciences and technology, human and public services, information technology, manufacturing, engineering, and trades. You can learn more about the ETHS career pathways in the Programs of Study Guide found on the ETHS website. ETHS would like to encourage students and their families to use this guide and the ETHS Course Request Guide to help choose courses and activities offered at ETHS that will allow students to explore and develop their career interests. This guide is designed to be a resource to help students connect their course selection and extracurricular activities to their career interests and educational plans and training beyond high school. Whether a student is preparing to attend a 4-year university, a 2-year college, the military, or the workforce, the exploration of possible pathways is vital. We are excited to share we are hosting all of our career pathway info sessions again this year, but this time on the ETHS YouTube channel. We will be bringing more local employers to the table each month to share their career pathway opportunities and different types of careers within their industry. So mark your calendars and be sure to subscribe to the ETHS YouTube channel today. On your screen, you will see the latest career pathway programming for the 2021-2022 school year. All events can be found listed on the ETHS website calendar as well. New this year, coming up very soon, are our newest career pathway events for our ETHS students. The ETHS iKit Work Readiness Workshops offered this school year are the perfect way for our ETHS students to prepare themselves for our upcoming spring iKit Job Shadow programming, summer iKit internship opportunity for seniors, or for their first job. Students will be able to polish their resumes and school links, create a LinkedIn profile, learn about work etiquette and dressing for success, and practice their interviewing skills, all with the assistance of our ETHS College and Career Services team. Juniors and seniors can register to attend any or all of the listed workshops and other future ETHS College and Career Services events in School Links under School Events. Remember, space is limited. A reminder to our students, stay up to date on all ETHS Career Pathway events, opportunities, and new business partners on our ETHS Career Pathway student Google site. It is also found on the ETHS website under Career Planning Resources or linked in school links in the Career Opportunities Board. This will be where you will be able to find the iKit internship and job shadow applications and our work readiness training workshops in the future. This information will also live in school links in the Career Opportunities Board as well.
Hey, E-Town, welcome. My name is Ms. Tana Francelno. I'm the Career Partnership Manager. I am the bridge between the local employer community and ETHS. And today we are featuring finance, business, and info technology careers and opportunities in our community. I have with us to speak Evanston Community Bank, and our special guest is Jared Davis. Hi, Jared, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yes, so we're going to get started with our presentation from Evanston Community Bank. Listen up, there's some really great opportunities and things you can learn about careers in finance.
All right, good evening. Tana, thank you all for having me in. My name is Jared Davis. I am a relationship banker with Wintrust Community Banks, and specifically that would be Evanston Community Bank and Trust here in town, where we have 2 locations. So at Wintrust, some of the things that you should know is who we are. We are your neighbors. We're your local community bank as part of the larger Wintrust community, which spans about 187 different branches. We are a banking family that is built into the area and for this area. So we work hard to be an asset to the people in the communities that we serve and to get to know you and your banking needs in order to offer the best in banking products and even better service. As a Wintrust Community Bank, we're proud to invest and to give back into our local areas. So a little bit about my story. I started out being a family business owner here for about 30 years, where I had 4 different family businesses. When I decided to close those businesses back in 2016, there was an opportunity to partner with Wintrust, and I did just that as a relationship banker. The opportunity was there for me to be able to bring some of the products and services to our community that had never been, that the awareness was not created about before. And so I was happy to be able to do that. And then also to extend some of my relationships and network into business banking. So I have a little bit of a crossover in what I do there. I think an interesting note also would be a coworker of mine that plays directly into what we're doing here. Her name is Tamara Boston. Some of you may or may not know her. She is a 23-year-old assistant manager right now in Wintrust Bank. She started in 2018 as a teller, moved her way up to what we call a universal banker, then a relationship banker, and now she's an assistant manager in a completely different branch. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea of how fast you can matriculate up the ladder here. And again, this is without a college degree. This is following a career pathway right out of high school. Tamara was involved in YOU, and she was also involved in some other community organizations around town and ultimately landed the relationship here. So I thought that was a pertinent story to be able to add so that you all could see tangible evidence of how this career pathway was forged right out of high school. So some of the career options that we have here at Wintrust, and this is Wintrust wide. This is not just related to Evanston Community Bank and Trust. So if you live in a different community, or if you don't mind going to a different community, we'd have options for you to be able to take advantage of. So retail teller is what I started out telling you about Tamara with. That is the person that you see behind the teller line when you walk into the bank that handles transactions. Operations, that would be a department that we have in Rosemont and a couple of other cities, where you are kind of behind the scenes and you deal with transactions, you deal with the business that is related to banking on a level that is unseen on the front line. So you would actually be taking care of everything that comes in and then processing it, processing data, processing transactions, processing what happens with wires and that and the like. Loan originator assistant would be someone that helps out with loans and mortgages and originating those. Then you have electronic services assistant, which could mean wire transfers. Electronic services could mean you're dealing with our digital platform or our online banking platform. Customer service representatives could be any number of things. You could be in our call center, which is located in, I think, 3 different communities: Rosemont, Wooddale, and I believe we have one that's also downtown. So you would be in an area where you are answering phones daily and helping customers out with some of their normal questions that would normally go to some of the branches and the bankers. You would obviously be trained on that as well. A collections team lead. So in the event that we have unclaimed funds out there that need to be collected, then you would be working on that and be trained on how to be a collections team lead. Obviously, before that, you would have to be on the collections team to work your way up to a lead position. And then administrative assistant roles. So administrative assistants would be what used to be called secretaries, or they could be executive assistants, but you would be an assistant in an office setting. And you would be an assistant to an administrator, say a vice president, a president, someone in the C-suite, and you would be performing a number of duties that have to do with day-to-day scheduling, have to do with actually monitoring scheduling, knowing what it is that we would need to do in order to set up meetings, and the like there, an administrative role. You can check out more of what we have to offer at our career page on our website, which is listed here, www.wintrustbank.com/about-your-bank/work-with-us/careers. So some of the skills that you would need to possess in order to move into these positions, I think it's very important that you're a good listener. Good listeners make for people that are able to respond well and to respond efficiently. So if you're a good listener, you're able to, like I said, take into account what's being said to you and then be able to respond accordingly and make sure that whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a meeting or a phone call, is handled in an efficient manner. Your willingness to learn is huge. You have to be coachable to put it into a team or an athletic frame. You have to possess people skills. So in some regards, you don't necessarily always have to like to be around people, but you do have to be able to know those social cues that you would need to understand. You do have to understand how to relate to different people. And as you all already know, everyone is not the same. So everyone can't be handled in the same manner. You would need basic math knowledge. So that does mean just really basic. That means addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. You would need to know how to do some averages and that kind of thing, but all that depends on exactly what your position would be. You would need to be a team player in order to use another sports frame. You would need to be able to get along with other people that you're working with. And if you couldn't do that, or if you didn't have experience doing that, you would need to learn how to do that, which is not that hard. So that also comes with being a good listener and the things that we mentioned already before. The ability to multitask. You would need to be able to do a couple of different things at one time. A lot of times you are placed into an environment that is fast paced and that is high volume, especially if you're in the call center. And so you would need to possess that ability, or you would need to, at the very least, try to develop the ability to multitask and do more than one thing at one time is what that means. The ability to accept responsibility. That means that you're going to own what it is that you're doing. So if something happens and you make a mistake, you need to be able to see that you made the mistake, or take the constructive criticism that you made a mistake or that something was not done right, and say, you know what, I understand this and I will try to correct it moving forward. That's really all it means. It doesn't mean that you accept the blame and then you get blamed for everything else. You're able to take that blame, turn it into constructive criticism, and then make sure that you try to make sure you don't have that mistake happen again, or at least you minimize that mistake happening moving forward. The ability to follow through and solve a problem from start to finish. Again, when you're taking on these responsibilities, sometimes there are hiccups in the road, or there are challenges that come up and things don't go smoothly. If you have the ability to actually walk through it, take a minute, take a deep breath and say, you know what, this is not normally how this goes. Let me try and figure it out. And you don't get flustered. You don't get to the point where you're not able to actually function anymore. Sometimes it does paralyze people, but this is something that happens and something that you get better with over time. No one is going to expect you to be someone that can solve this problem from start to finish right away. These are things that you're taught. These are things that you should be able to observe from the different teammates that you have with you, and things that you should be able to get better with as time goes on. So this is just a short list of the soft skills that you would need to possess in order to take advantage of some of the positions that are available on our career page. If you have any questions, please reach out. Doesn't matter if there are questions about anything that you think of. If I cannot answer the question, I will definitely try to find the answer for you, or I will put you in touch with someone who can answer your question. But please don't feel that any question is a dumb question or that any question is not pertinent to what we're doing. When you're thinking about your next career move or your career pathway, even if it's not in banking, let's say if it's in somewhere in the financial industry or the financial services pipeline, I'd be glad to introduce you to whoever I can, and I'd be glad to put you on a path to be able to be successful in your next career choice. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen. I hope that I can see and meet most of you or all of you at one time or another. And thank you, Tana, for allowing me to present today.
Today, we are featuring finance, business, and info technology careers. And we have our speaker, Perscolis, which is a great program in information and technology for graduating seniors. So seniors, listen up. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to learn how to enter the IT field.
Perscolis is a national organization that has been advancing economic mobility for 25 years. Through rigorous training, 14,000 individuals traditionally underrepresented in technology to launch high-growth careers in the industry. We partner with leading employers to build more diverse talent pools and to create our immersive bootcamp-style training. Then, we connect our graduates directly with new career opportunities with businesses ranging from Fortune 500 companies to innovative startups, and we continue working with them to support their long-term success. The impacts have been proven in 2 long-term evaluation trials that both showed that Perscolis graduates earn significantly more than equally qualified and motivated peers. The latest study found that we generate at least $8 in direct economic return for every dollar we spend. Today, Perscolis is ready to take the next step, scaling to 10 additional cities over the next 3 years and eventually connecting 10,000 learners to technology careers in 2025. Along the way, we will combine our proven approach with other evidence-based strategies to advance 80% of our graduates to a true thriving wage, so they can build even more vibrant futures for themselves and for their families.
Hi, I am Kelsey Briggs-Deneen. I work with the Perscolis program, where we help people who are getting into or continuing technology careers. I'm really happy to be able to be here and share this information with you. First, though, I do want to be clear, when we get started, when we're talking about what we want to do and where we want to go, we want to make sure that if you're going into a training program, when you're going into options, you're picking what's going to be right for you. So we definitely want you thinking in your future, what's going to be the kind of work you want to be doing? What kind of skills do you want to be using? And not just what's available, but what is it that you're really going to enjoy? Because we want to make sure that whatever career you wind up getting into, it's going to be something that you want to be doing, want to be going to every day. We know that sometimes Chicago can get a little bit cold in this region. Evanston, I know it gets windy up by you guys. So we want to be sure even on those cold, windy days, you still want to go to work. I'm going to start by telling you a lot about some information technology careers, and hopefully that'll help you see if this is where you want to go. So first, what do you need to know when you're thinking about information technology careers? You want to start by thinking about the kind of 3 different fields when it comes to information technology. There is network support and administration. There is cybersecurity. And then there's the area of software and web development. I'm going to give you some information about each one of these 3 areas, but no matter where you go in the tech field, these are the 3 main areas that the roles will break down into. The first one is network admin and cloud support. Network admin and cloud support are roles like desktop support, IT support. This is for the problem solvers. These are the people who like to figure out what's going wrong. If you're someone who likes to take technology apart and rebuild it, if you built a basement in the computer or a computer in the basement, or if you're the kind of person who maybe your family is always coming to you when there's a tech problem, this might be a really good field for you to get into. You can always advance from here too and go into network admin. That's the work where you're getting all of the computers to talk to each other, keeping all of the technology together. Or if you're one of those people into the Internet of Things, that might be a part of what you're talking about. There's the area of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is people who do things like cyber ops associate, network admin can fall into that role. These are the folks who like to keep things safe, make sure that no one's getting your data when they shouldn't be getting it, make sure that your connections are accurate and effective. These are people who are monitoring and controlling IT threats. The last area that we want to give you a brief introduction into is software engineering. These are a lot of makers. These are people who don't necessarily want to get their hands dirty, but really love doing that coding, really love the programming. Math people, detail people, this is a good place for you to be. These are web developers, front-end developers, application designers, and then you'll also hear the word engineer a lot when we're talking about this. In all of these, we really want to think about how does this fit into our world right now. Just to break it down for everybody, you're watching this video on YouTube. There was someone in IT support or network admin who helped put your computer together. They might have helped you get onto the internet. Someone behind the scenes at YouTube actually programmed so that this website would work so that we could share this information with you. And then there's someone monitoring your internet connection to make sure that your data is safe, not being stolen by anyone ideally. And that's where that cybersecurity aspect fits in. So no matter what you really like to do, there is a place in IT that could connect to you. IT is going to be in every single sector. No matter what you want to do, you're probably going to be working with technology in some way or another. But if you really want to own that technology, if you want to be in control of how people are using it, Perscolis might be an option to help you. I'm going to hand things over to Grace, who's going to tell you more about what we do with Perscolis.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Grace Yao, and I am the manager of admissions and recruitment at Perscolis. And so after Kelsey so detailedly talked about all the different opportunities that are available in the field of IT, I want to specifically talk about the training tracks that Perscolis provides to help you prepare for those jobs in those different sectors. So at Perscolis, our mission and vision is to educate and train the next generation of technologists and create a future where talent is recognized and recruited from diverse sources. So one of the training tracks that we provide is IT support. So we train learners to prepare to work as IT support technicians, desktop, help desk support positions. And these types of jobs are present in every company across every sector. So in every company, we're going to be using computers, we're going to have Wi-Fi, we're going to have people that are in charge of keeping those things running. So this training track is to prepare you to be that person in whatever company needs those IT support professionals. So this specific training track is going to be 12 weeks of training. And you also have the chance to obtain your CompTIA A+ certification as well. And so graduates typically go on to positions where they're earning anywhere ranging between 40K to 90K annually. So another training track we have is cloud support. So through this course, learners are prepared to work in cloud networking as cloud networking specialists, creating and maintaining both physical and virtual networks. So this specific training is going to be 15 weeks, and there's also an opportunity to earn your AWS Cloud Practitioner certification, and the median earnings for graduates that go on to work in this sector is around 62K. So another training track we have is cybersecurity. So like Kelsey said before, the field of cybersecurity is all about keeping data safe. And so you would most likely go on to work as a network analyst or roles performing vulnerability detection, working at a cybersecurity operations center, monitoring and containing threats, things like that. So this specific track is going to be 17 weeks long, and you'll have the opportunity to get the CompTIA CYSA Plus certification, and the average annual earnings for graduates of this track range between 48K to 127K. Finally, we have our software engineering track, and this prepares learners to become software engineers. So developing apps, developing websites, just creating different things that help us be able to perform tasks on our computers, as well as developing the systems that help different devices run. So this is also going to be 15 weeks of training. In the field of software engineering, there aren't specific certifications that you get, but most of what employers are looking for is a portfolio of work that you've created. And so through this training track, you'll be able to start building your portfolio, focusing on JavaScript. And most graduates go on to earn anywhere between 51K to 108K.
So then what we want to think about is knowing all the different areas you could go into in IT, knowing all the different kinds of things you could do. How do you get there? How do you make that work best for yourself? There are a couple of different ways to go about getting into an IT career. You could do a 2-year associate's degree. You could do a 4-year bachelor's degree in IT or computer science. You could also do a 4 to 5 month training program that would include certifications. Perscolis is one of those training certification programs. You can also do any amount of combination of these. So you could do an associate's and then a bachelor's, or an associate's with a IT training program. You have a lot of options out there. What you really want to do though is you want to consider, how is this going to be something that works for you? So when we're considering how you work, your lifestyle, what are the cost of these training programs? How relevant are they to what you want to get into? How long is this? Do you have that amount of time to dedicate to training? What are the graduation rates? And then after people graduate from these programs, what's the likelihood of actually going into the actual career that you want, the actual type of role that you want to get? I want to make it really, really clear. Y'all can always ask questions of a training program or a school. You should ask these kinds of questions. If at any point anyone discourages you, it's not a great option, because you want to know as much as possible about your future. We want to make sure you feel comfortable with the choices you're making. And questions like these are really important to make sure you're getting there.
So if you are indeed interested in entering the field of IT, how can Perscolis be part of your IT career pathway? So this little timeline shows what it looks like to enroll in Perscolis and how Perscolis works with you to help you enter into the IT career that you can see yourself working in, right? So Perscolis offers different courses throughout the year. So we have rolling admissions. So once you send your application in, you'll be notified of next steps, whether it's to interview or to attend an info session. All of that will be laid out. And so once you complete the admissions and you are fully enrolled in a training, it will take 3 to 5 months of training full-time. And after you graduate from the course, career coaches will work with you closely to start searching for the job that you want. So this will typically take around 4 to 6 months. For the Chicago location, Kelsey is going to be the one that's working with you, checking in with you every week to help you on that job search journey. And after those 4 to 6 months, ideally, you would be starting your entry-level job in IT. So another thing is, at Perscolis, we're committed to helping you for up to 2 years after you graduate. So what that means is we're not just trying to get you into any old job. Even after you get your first entry-level job, we are providing you with resources, with more opportunities to earn more certifications, we're still there to continue to support you in your career growth. And again, the cost of training at Perscolas is completely free, $0. And so that's another thing to consider, right? We will be helping you for a really long time. And, all that you'll need to be paying is just your time and effort and energy and passion. And so if you're interested in going into IT, if you're interested in the Perscolas programming that we talked about, we would love to hear more from you. We would love to connect and talk more with you. So feel free to contact us. These are the different staff that are in our Chicago office. We have a very small but mighty team. So we have Andy, we have Kelsey, and then we have myself. So please feel free to reach out to any of us, and we would be extremely happy to connect with you and give you more information. And be sure to check out our website, perscolas.org. For specifically the Chicago campus, you can type perscolas.org/Chicago, and you'll be able to see our course offerings as well as to submit your application online as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to talking with you more.
Hey, E-Town, and I wanted to share a few of our career pathway initiatives that are going to be launching this school year. So listen up. They're really great opportunities for you all to learn and engage in learning about careers and working with our local employer community. This month, we're finishing our recordings for our finance, business, and information technology pathway. We will continue those career pathway info sessions through April 2022. In January, we're launching a rebuilding construction and trades pilot club. It'll be after school. You'll be able to come, students from grades 10 through 12, to learn about the trades, how to get closer to being able to be hired in the trades, as well as learning what is required to be a part of the trades. And we will have a Thursday after school event, and we'll promote this through the College and Career Services team and community service. We also will have a spring internship job shadowing opportunity for students. So listen up, you can earn some money March 21 through March 25th. We will have up to 10 or more employers that will be offering job shadowing experiences. If you're interested in learning about a certain career path that you're not sure about, or you want to get some inside glimpse of what's happening in a specific career pathway, this is the week that you can do that. So if you're not going on vacation, you want to earn some money while you're here and actually learn in the real world, hands-on, job shadowing week is for you. And then in the summer, we are launching an internship program for 10 weeks. And that 10-week internship program is for our graduating seniors. So seniors, listen up. If you're going to be local and you want to go straight into an internship opportunity and a specific pathway of interest, this internship experience is for you. So please look out on our Google website for the application when it is posted next semester, and we look forward to meeting you all. These are all really great initiatives for ETHS students to learn about careers, engage in the real world, and earn some money while you're learning. Thank you all, and I look forward to meeting you all in the coming events.
Oakton Community College. Oakton Community College has always been a very popular post-high school choice for our ETHS students for many reasons. Oakton has 2 convenient campuses in Des Plaines and Skokie. There are over 150 associate degree and certificate career programs at Oakton to choose from. Oakton's career programs are typically quick, 1 to 2 years or less, and you're done. You're then able to move directly into the career field and start working. Oakton can be an extremely affordable option for in-district ETHS students and families, and sometimes Oakton can be completely free if you qualify for full financial need-based aid on the FAFSA, or the free application for federal student aid. In addition, Oakton has scholarships that Evanston students can apply for, making Oakton even more affordable. For more information about Oakton, please visit the oakton.edu website or go to the bit.ly link you see on your screen to request a virtual or in-person appointment and campus tour with an Oakton enrollment specialist. You may also reach out to the ETHS College and Career Services office in the hub for assistance. Oakton Community College Areas of Interest and Pathways. Oakton students can complete a certificate, associate's degree, or general education courses by identifying their area of interest. Within each area of interest are multiple pathway programs. Oakton's programs include more than 80 subject areas across numerous careers and fields. Once a student is enrolled in Oakton, they will work with an Oakton advisor to build a plan and a pathway that aligns with their educational and career goals. Today, we're going to focus on two areas of interest: pathways in public and professional business services and computer and information technology at Oakton. Public and professional business service career pathways at Oakton. You may enter the workforce well prepared and confident to serve your community in an essential field if you start in this career pathway. There are multiple career pathways in this area of interest. They include multiple associate degree and certificate programs in areas such as accounting, economics, financial services, global business studies, and marketing management and supervision. Computer and information technology career pathways. Technology is at the heart of the world's most exciting innovations, and at Oakton, you're going to gain top-tier skills as you hone problem-solving abilities for a career in computer and information technologies. Pathways in this area of interest include multiple associate degree and certificate programs in areas such as computer application for business, computer information systems, computer networking and systems, computer science, and electronics and computer technology. Remember, students, for more information about Oakton, please visit the Oakton website or reach out directly to the ETHS College and Career Services office in the hub for assistance. Well, that is all for this evening. A big thank you to Ms. Tana Francelno, our Career Partnership Manager with the City of Evanston, and our local MEAC business partners who joined us this evening: Evanston Community Bank, Per Scala Chicago, and Oakton Community College. We are fortunate in Evanston to have a community of local business partners and leaders like the ones you heard from today, actively creating career growth opportunities for our Evanston youth. We hope our ETHS youth and families heard our message today and seek out these amazing opportunities so we can continue to grow our own here in Evanston. We hope you join us at future YouTube Career Pathway Info sessions this school year. Thank you, and go kids!